How to sell your next course without sounding like a sleazy salesperson. I'm Dr. Michael Lee, founder here at Dr. Michael Lee, of course, where I am here to help every one of you find out, how to sell your next course without, being part of I call it the scammers, or the people that feel like they're going to rip you off. It's actually coming across as being as genuine as you can, because when you're genuine, then you will come across as actually having their best interest. Because you have to be very honest here. Because some people actually say to me, Michael, but I just don't like being sold to. I don't like people selling things to me. I don't like listening to other people. I just don't like having to spend anything. And I'm like, you have to be real here. You've been sold to every single day of your life. You go to a supermarket. Why? Because you're ready to buy something. Because they have to sell something to you. You may see a special offer at the supermarket. Guess what? They then give you something at a discount that you may not have even wanted. When you walked in, you might even want it. But ultimately, there's going to be that, I call it the objection, where people are thinking, I don't want to be sold to. But they don't realize that every single day they're being sold to anyway. You have a conversation with someone. Guess what happens? A sale is being made. A sale of someone's opinion is being made. Right? And don't get me wrong, not everyone needs to accept the opinion. Some opinions are beneficial, some opinions are not. But ultimately, I always say to people, you choose who you want to follow, how you want to follow them, and most importantly, if they can help you. Because if they can't help you, go to the next one. But I have a lot of people, they use the word, I'm really skeptical, Michael. I'm really skeptical. The reason why they use the really skeptical is because they don't understand. The only people that have skepticism is because they don't fully understand how something works. And it's not because they're stupid, it's not because they don't know how to learn, it's actually just where they are in their journey of life, just don't understand what is actually being offered or what the problem may be in their life. Say, for example, as a clinician, a lot of people say to me, oh, Chinese medicine doesn't work. I'm like, well, it's only been around like hundreds of thousands of years longer than Western medicine. How can it not work? The only reason someone would ever say that is because they don't understand it. Because someone doesn't understand it, does it actually mean it doesn't exist? Of course it doesn't. How many Chinese medicine practitioners are in the world? Millions. So for someone to say, oh, it doesn't exist, that means that one person's right and a million people who have probably been practicing their entire lives are wrong. Of course it isn't. This is why ultimately it comes down to how can you give more clarity to people. Because when you have clarity, then they won't have the skepticism. It's about teaching. Go and teach. Give them value. But ultimately, sometimes we don't know what are they skeptical about. That's why we need to, number one, is listen. We must listen. Because you tell me, how many people do you speak to that are exactly the same? No one. No one's exactly the same. Every single person is unique in their own way. And it's about actually meeting them where they are. Because the reason why, if they're meeting you, they're actually asking the question, can you help me? And if you can help them, of course, then you have to let them know, I can help you with this. And then, of course, you tell them how you're going to help them, what's going to happen, and then what the result will be. But when people go and say, oh yeah, but I'm not sure about this, I'm not sure about that, but what about this, what about that? And at the end of the day, all you do is give them your results. There's no point actually talking to them about something you've never achieved. You only tell them what's truly honest about what's happening inside of your own journey. It's like every time I speak to, say for example, when I see athletes, I only tell them, look, I only do this because I've got the result before. Because the difference between someone being confident and someone arrogance is someone is competent. I'm competent in helping people in this way because I've done it so many times. And you have people that are arrogant that say, I can do this, but have never done it before. Don't be the arrogant person, because sleazy salespeople are arrogant. Oh, I can do this, and they push hard, right? This is why we have the difference between, I call it, soft selling and hard selling. Supermarket, it's all soft sales. You go and look. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm going to put it in my basket. No one's pushed you and said, you must buy this now. No one said, hey, because there's a special offer, it's going to run out of time, you must buy it now. That's hard selling. A lot of people don't like being sold in a hard way. Well, I personally, I just say, look, these are the options. If this is something you'd like, this is where you pay. But if you don't want it, that's okay as well. Because whichever choice you make, you must take responsibility for your own life. And ultimately, I'm not taking responsibility for you. All I do is I just help people. And it's up to you if you feel that this is something that will work for you. But if it doesn't, okay, it's fine. Don't take it personally. Move on. Go and find someone else who can help you. But ultimately, I'm very honest. And this is why you must be honest to have their best interest at heart. This is number 2 now. Be honest. Never lie. Because you know when you lie about things, lying is basically saying that you did something when you didn't. Right? Lying is not telling the truth. And ultimately, everything I've achieved is the truth. Because then I've lived it. It's my story. It's what I've achieved, the people that I've changed their lives, things that I've helped them get out of pain or help them do the things that they want to do, right? But it was funny the other day, someone said to me, Michael, I don't believe your story. I'm like, well, that's at the end of the day, that's up to you. It's my story. I lived in it because I went through that journey. It wasn't you that went through the journey. But if you do know some information I don't, please let me know, because then I want to be able to help you about it. But it's about being honest and meeting them at the right place. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, of course, is connect with them. Understand where they are. Because I meet a lot of people that, they say they want to improve themselves, but they don't. Because deep inside, they've got all these other, I call them faulty belief systems. Faulty belief systems that they go, oh yeah, they're probably like the other person. But ultimately, they don't know. They don't know. Because if they did know, if they says, oh, they're like that other person that ripped me off, then actually, then you'll be tying those two people together. But ultimately, I will say to people, look, I have got nothing to gain because I could have retired many years ago, over a decade ago. But I just want to make sure people have the opportunity to do the things that they love doing without really struggling and worrying about money. Right? Because my belief is your greatest wealth in your life is actually your health. Without your health, you can't work, you can't generate money, and actually your relationships get worse anyway, because all your relationships, they become carers. You don't have a relationship anymore. So this is why it must be important that you give value to people, understand where they are, meet them where they are, and then help them move along to where they want to be. Because I always say to people when I meet them, I say, look, there's a reason why you're here. Because if you didn't want to be here, you wouldn't be here. But there's a reason why you're here. The reason why you're here is because you have a problem. And I need to know what that problem is. How can I help you with that problem? Right? Because as soon as you connect with them and go deeper into that problem, then you get more data and more of an insight of actually what they think is the problem may not actually be the problem. It might be a deeper thing. And then you're using your own experience, your expertise to truly find where it all started. And we call that the root cause. Because ultimately, when you find the root cause, then you treat the root cause, right? Help them, coach them through the root cause. This is why if you're coaching, if you have a coaching business here, that's why I want you to look at the root causes. Don't patch them up. Look at what's happening, truly happening. How many times it's happening in their lives. If someone is struggling with something, I always say, for more than 8 weeks, right? If it's 8 weeks and they're still struggling with it, they haven't found the root cause, right? They haven't found the root cause in terms of why it's happening to them. Because if it just keeps happening, there's something they don't know. There's something they haven't learned. There's something that they must find out more about themselves to see what's actually truly happening in their lives. But ultimately, it comes down to the last thing. You have to give them responsibility. Let them make the choice. At the end of the day, I just give the offer. I says, look, we found this is the data, this is where the problem is, this is where it started. Right, these are the things we need to do to get rid of this problem. If you'd like that, this is the next step. If you like that next step, let me know. If you don't, that's okay as well. Don't take things personally. Then I just go move. Then honestly, I cannot waste my own time on someone that doesn't want help. So I don't take it personally. I just move on and speak to the next person I can help. And in a way, yes, it may sound a bit ruthless, but let's be real here. Can you help someone that doesn't want to be helped? No, so don't waste your energy. Don't waste your time, don't waste your resources. Use it on the people that do want your help, and there's going to be a lot of those people. There's going to be a small amount of people that don't, and that's okay. You can't please everyone in the world, but ultimately, you just need to help the people that you can. Yeah, because there's some people, I told some of you my story when I was getting a lot of racism at school. I couldn't please everyone, but ultimately, I didn't understand why they didn't like me. I thought, is it because just because I'm Chinese? Maybe it is. But at the end of the day, I understood it wasn't my problem. Maybe because I got black hair, maybe I wear a blue shirt, maybe I've got, I don't know, I was wearing jeans, maybe I was talking on a Sunday, whatever it may be, it's not my problem. Whatever their reason is, it belongs to them. And I don't need to allow them to imprint it on me. Because if they imprint it on me, it stops me from achieving my mission of helping more people. So make sure that you are clear in terms of who you want to help, how you want to help them, and make sure you're connecting so that you're truly understanding that person. So understand people at the deepest level you can, and then you can truly help them. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. I'm more than happy to help you. And let me know if you need any more tips on selling your next course, because it all ultimately comes down to how you communicate and how you connect. So thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week, where I'll be in Holland teaching at the Millionaire Mind Intensive. And I look forward to seeing, if some of you are going to be there, come and say hi to me. And if you're not, I join you here live on whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or even YouTube. Thank you for checking in today. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye for now.